Debugging Your Brain, written and narrated by Casey Watts. Chapter 1. Introduction. Do you want to be a happier and more effective person? Of course you do. In this book, you will learn how to debug your brain. You will end up with a mental model of your mind and techniques to help adjust how it works. The brain techniques in this book will help you choose the best response for a given situation. It is especially difficult to choose a positive response when you are experiencing a downward spiral, a troublesome feedback loop where you feel worse and worse. Downward spirals often happen in high-stakes or emotional situations. This book covers how to notice when a downward spiral is happening and how to diffuse it. What is debugging? Debugging means finding problems and fixing them. In the 1940s, when there were room-sized computers, sometimes this meant literal bugs in the computer causing issues. Once the bugs were physically removed, the computer program would work again. In today's programming terms, bug refers to any problem that can be fixed by editing code, and debugging is the process of fixing issues in the code. Thankfully, the modern use of the term has nothing to do with insects. In the mind, debugging still means identifying and fixing problems. Debugging is the process of identifying and adjusting your mental habits, turning unhelpful thought patterns into helpful ones. This book covers techniques to help you become aware of your mental habits and learn how to adjust any unhelpful ones. Debugging is like trying to find your way in a maze. Imagine being lost in a maze and you come across a ladder. From the top of the ladder, you can see the layout of the maze much more clearly. You can see where you've been, you can see where you intend to go, and you can see how you would get there. There are often several paths that go to your destination. Some are shorter and direct, the others are twisty and easy to get lost in. Sometimes it can be difficult to get this bird's eye view. You may not notice ladder-like opportunities all around you, moments where you can zoom out and take stock of the situation. Even if you do notice, it can be tricky to get yourself to pause for a moment, even if it would save you time overall. If this moment of debugging can help you find a better path, it is totally worth it. This is a skill. This book covers how you can debug more readily. About the author. Who is writing this? Hi, I'm Casey. I studied neurobiology at Yale University, where I co-authored several neurobiology papers. I have also worked in software development for 10 years. Book overview. Debugging Your Brain brings together two parts of my background, psychology and software development. This book is different from other applied psychology and self-help books in two ways. It concisely covers a wide range of practical techniques backed by psychology research, and it leverages software development metaphors. Debugging Your Brain is written to be read in order, with each section building on the last. Each chapter is also written such that you can return to any chapter later as a reference for yourself. Each of the 8 chapters covers one major concept. 1. Introduction. The current chapter describes an overview of the book and describes several example scenarios to keep in mind while reading the book. 2. Modeling the brain introduces a discrete mental model of how your mind works, especially around thoughts and emotions. 3. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, introduces the principles of this most commonly used talk therapy. 4. Introspection covers how to get into a mental state to effectively work with your thoughts and feelings. 5. Identifying inputs describes several specific types of input to your brain. 6. Experience processing covers principles and techniques you can use to more deeply understand your experiences. 7. Validation covers techniques you can use to help someone feel like their experiences are valid and understandable, which is critical to dealing with them effectively. And 8. Cognitive restructuring covers the most common unhelpful thought patterns and how to counter them. This is the core idea of CBT. You will learn the most if you can integrate these concepts into your life. Once you are aware of them, you can begin to internalize and practice them. Each chapter has activities at the end to help make this easier.